This is the Rahyeh here. I'm back. I just came out of trying to do a little live stream right now for a little reaction on the Triple I showcase. However, I had received a concerning message about my blood sugar being kind of really high, so I went to go correct that. And now I'm back. I thought I would continue the reaction, honestly. However, considering that I also just thought of this on the fly, because I didn't have that much research on the games in general, I felt like my reactions would have been kind of distasteful. Maybe in spite of like the culture of whatever the art style of the games are, or just even like understanding some of the genres there. Now there were some I didn't end up looking at the list, and there were some that caught my attention. Apparently, there's some DLC for Vampire Survivors. There's more stuff for Prince of Persia, but my biggest peak of interest here was this wonderful indie-looking game called Kill Knight. Now, I just learned about this upon watching the that part of the stream, I guess the replay. But I'm just gonna show this real quick for just a moment, and then we're gonna try and go on to the Steam page and kind of look into like what the sort of premise of the game is, because I think like the art style is just so fucking cool, and it has that really nice like gory aesthetic that has a little bit of like berserk elements to it. So yeah, I'm gonna play this again. Keep in mind I have already seen this, so to anyone who hasn't, make sure to also watch the original video. Right from here, everything is like really fast paced. I remember seeing this, I just thought of the eclipse in Berserk. How could you not think of it? Hold on, I need to smooth my phone here. I'm gonna slow-mo this real quick because I really want to see if there's any. I want to see if there's anything about. Jesus. Look at this. There's some really good detail on the gore there. No, I remember this is from a much smaller studio, but still, I really appreciate this kind of stuff. Of course, kill or be killed. So I also wonder if that's going to be like a part of like set of animations for like some of the abilities that the Kill Knight uses. We're just going to call him the Kill Knight at this point, just for semantics. This part I was really excited about. Like, fuck the sword, let me take the guns out. Also that. Ah, such Berserk vibes. Coming soon on Steam, Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. God, I hope this thing actually runs on the Nintendo Switch, because God knows how long that old gen Android phone processor can keep handling the games that the Switch keeps releasing for it. Playside. God, that's terrifying.
So Ubisoft.
No, Young, I don't want to fucking talk about Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, so let's look into the Steam page for a moment's time. Let me just pause this. Let's see. Once a little night, betrayed, vanished in the abyss. Okay. A desecrated corpse inside reanimated armor. You rise to eternal breath. Branded Kill Knight. You have one purpose. Kill the last angel. 5 eldritch layers. Kill or be killed. Wow, if this is not Berserk inspired, then I don't know what is. Forgot how many members of the God Hand were there? Let me look it up again. I totally forgot. Hey, that's definitely not all of them, but I'm pretty sure it's like 5 of them. Okay, I was right. Yeah. So, all right, five members of the God Hand, uh, and also here, yeah, five different Eldritch layers. But I'm pretty sure the last angel is probably a sixth. So, you never know how that could basically turn out. So yeah, there's individuals, yeah, explaining my weaknesses, brutal executions. This is one thing I'm really excited to see how they deal with finishers. I really like the concept of finishers in ARPGs. Um, Fun fact: I spent $160. I spent well over actually $500 on Path of Exile. But one of my favorite microtransactions that I ever obtained was from the Val Oversoul support pack. I think that's what it was called, the Val Oversoul or some other one. But it was a Val themed support pack, and it had like this Val Behemoth Hand of God finisher where you just basically swat unique enemies. It was really cool. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would want to see, and I want to see how this game kind of like mold its art style, sort of to see how it works through. Personal advanced resources, aesthetic. Yeah, it seems like a lot of like this is a point that I always make. You don't need graphics to make a game. Art style usually speaks for itself. Tears of the Kingdom is a great example of that. I mean, Last Epoch is a great example of that, I think, and then games like this, like Kill Knight, hopefully, or like even like stuff like Death Must Die, Vampire Survivors. Uh, they all have like a aesthetic to them, which uh, for me just screams it doesn't matter how pixelated you are. Uh, there's more than just heart in the code. I forgot if that was the same. I rehearsed this line like 10 minutes before I started streaming this, so correct me or you can make fun of it for being wrong all you want. But let's see. Survive the onslaught, complete challenges, unlock equipment. So I wonder if this is going to be like what is it? How do I say, like a permadeath sense where like if you die in the middle way, you like go back to the bottom and start over and then um like with better stuff. I don't know how that's supposed to work. Choose your challenge. And raise your kill power. Dive into okay, so there is like its own, so it probably has its own story mode basically where like if you die in a layer you can respawn. There's this master mode too, which combines all five layers into one extended arena challenge. It would be cool if there was some like really awesome like weapon you could unlock for beating that. Global leaderboards, compete with friends for high score supremacy. Interesting. That's cool. It really just depends on if there's actually any like big multiplayer immersion. So like I don't know how you would really do that. Like let's say you have like a five-layer game, right? Let's say it's five difficulties or not five, it was five levels. Um if those levels aren't really changing or like if there's no like weekly like challenge mode or stuff like that, then I don't know what the point of like the leaderboards would be unless there was some sort of like endless mode, and that would be kind of cool too. But of course, that's a lot to ask for a small game like this. I'm gonna join the Discord for them. Discord is not an official site. Yes, it is. Heck yeah, I'm enjoying. I'm gonna ready for this. There's only 22 people in the server. Oh, so you guys can't really see this because I have my Discord on like there, but actually there's some people talking from the dev side. So someone actually asked on the Discord. I know you guys can't probably see, or no, y'all can. Actually, stream mode is disabled right now. Oops. Well, it's fine. Hey guys, I'm curious. Are the leaderboards permanent, or are there any plans to introduce daily reset? I always believe board resets are more for motivating for the bigger crowd of more casual players. Hey there, thanks for the question. Currently, there's no point to have a permanent leaderboard that's reset, but we've shared your insight with the team. Thank you. Interesting. Want to have a batch watch one. So yeah, like I said, so he has a point. Like, um, there is usually good motive on that. It would kind of be cool, like if there were like cool weapons you could unlock, and maybe like the trap that you could avoid with that. So I'm gonna backtrack again, so forgive me. Is let's say that the team for Q1 decides to do like a leaderboard of some kind. Every week, they have like a set level or there's a reset. One thing you could do is you could tie some sort of reward to it, as I mentioned earlier. So like whether it's some cool weapon or like a cool skin for your cool ass kill night or whatever it might be. The trick you might not want to fall into is like making sure you're not really FOMOing people out of it. So like I could be demotivated as a casual, let's say, just as an example. I get into this game 5 weeks after it comes out. The most broken weapon that's in the game was available week 2 on a special challenge mode or whatever, and after that, it's not available anymore. So like that's sort of where it can get kind of iffy. Again, that's more of like a blind wish I would want, to have that sort of system. But again, new game, you never know. They might already be doing this ahead of time, or they might not be. I'm not really too sure. Um, but that's that. So they have a post as well. We're gonna look at that. It's the same information. Okay, it is. Guys, do the socials. Make sure to follow and look into their pages. Again, I cannot stress how excited I am for this game in particular, which is really, really strange. Because I never really knew anything about the studio beforehand. Actually, let's Playside Studios. What kind of games have they made? Age of Darkness. Warcraft 3 Reforged. Wait, these are their games? I mean, that's not one I would brag about, so to say, but yeah, that was more of a Blizzard thing. Godfather. So very like interesting variety of just random games they've made. A game about killing in the forces of hell and beyond, and then World of Pets or Jumanji. Again, not insulting the company at all. This is cool. Animal Warfare. Idle Area 51. Have they made these games, or are they just had a hand in the developing of it? More mobile games. I have faith now. I don't know why seeing Dumb Ways to Die or the Dumb Ways series was my ticket to having faith, but I have faith. I sure do. Anyways, back to their Discord. Let's see if there's anything else for us to look at. Okay. Well, there's not really much else to do. I'm gonna kill night pets. I could take a picture of my dog, maybe, and look into that. That might be cool. Meme media, nothing here. General off topic. Okay, I might share my video on here to see what people think about it. Long story short, I am extremely, extremely excited for Kill Night. Again, some of y'all might know, some of y'all might not. I am a relatively new content creator. I fell in love with ARPGs big time, like relatively recently. So, like seeing games with this like isometric style that have like a very similar like gameplay loop that where combat feels like fluid and there's like really good dynamics. It just it scratches an itch. That sounded really bad, so forgive me for that. But yeah, that's all I have for today. I'm gonna try and cover this game a bit more as we get more information about it. Hopefully, we'll see some more like developer insights on what's going on behind Playside Studios. I would very much love to see the devs play the game. So the next time that like they like let's say they decide to showcase like the first layer, I totally think that one of the best ways you can attract people to this awesome game of yours is be it as a dev, play the game in front of an audience. Doesn't matter if you die. You know, that's one of the reasons that I give like Path of Exile a lot of props, even though they're, you know, sometimes grinding your games does very controversial things, which they have done these past couple of weeks. But you cannot deny they play their game. And they play it well. They understand their game. Now they might not understand their community, but they understand their game. And hopefully with Kill Knight, Playside Studios can come together and understand their game and their community. So yeah, if y'all enjoyed this video, please, like I said, mentioned before, if you're watching on Twitch, leave a follow. And if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Let me know that y'all want to see more of this content. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace. This is the Rahyeh signing out. Take care.